Hi, this is Jill Roberts from Psychic Today, and in today's episode, I'm going to talk about something that has a natural and therapeutic healing way to not only activate and cleanse all of your chakras, but as well it can assist and to ease the symptoms of insomnia, anxiety, bipolar disorder, depression, and PTSD. I'm also going to do the 3-card tarot spread of the day. So I hope you'll join me. We'll be right back. Hi, and welcome to Psychic Today. I'm your host, Jill Roberts, where we bring the otherworldly to the worldly. So on my first segment, what I'd like to talk about, as what I talked about in the intro, is a specific stone that does it all. It eases all symptoms of anxiety, depression, PTSD, even bipolar disorder. And I purchased a couple of what's called raw or fresh, mind fresh lithium quartzes from my go-to girl Cam from Terra Solis on Etsy. And one piece is massive, and it's about over 3/4 of a pound. And then I also have a hand piece that's not as big but does something a little bit different. So let me just dive in here with what it is. There'll be pictures of everything I talk about today on the blog, Psychic Today with JillRoberts.com. You'll find it there. So what I bought from her was a great raw and mind fresh lithium quartz with beautiful mauve phantoms in the tip with the lithium core in the base. It's keyed just above the base, striated, and has gorgeous veils, reflecting rainbows. I will talk about all of these things, keys and bridges and stuff like that, and phantoms, just so you know. There's a partial raw cluster of tiny bridge crystals that's on the base. It's coated in limonite on 3 sides, and the back is completely raw. So let's talk about lithium quartz. And this is according to Cam and the description of this stone on her website. A powerful yet gentle healer, lithium quartz balances the mind and the emotions. It uplifts the mental and emotional bodies, moving repressed negative emotions upward for healing. Using lithium quartz in meditation is incredibly powerful. Like I said, it has the energy to activate and cleanse all of the chakras. And it also assists in easing the symptoms of insomnia, anxiety, bipolar disorder, depression, and PTSD. The lithium contained in this particular quartz is the raw mineral that is used in the manufacturing process of antidepressant medication, but it's in its raw form. When it's combined with clear quartz, the natural antidepressant properties of the lithium mineral are amplified, because that's what clear quartz does. It's an amplification. Lithium is often seen as a pale pink to a mauve phantom within the quartz. Its presence makes the quartz extremely useful. Now, what a phantom is in the quartz, a phantom quartz symbolizes universal awareness, and it represents the phases by which may be experienced during your lifetime. It's one of the stones to be used for redemption and, of course, for cleansing the earth. The energy of this stone works to bring together the participants of humanity to save the planet. The structure within the crystal exhibits triangular and pyramidal formations and emanate energy to renew the spiritual health of the planet. It's an excellent tool for meditation and assisting assisting one to access higher forms of knowledge. It can be used to access the records of one's progression through past lives. The phantom within the quartz can facilitate altered states when the crystal is used during meditation. It provides further energy and healing emotionally and in physical situations which are of consequence to inner knowledge. The phantom quartz is useful in assisting one to meet a spiritual guide. We all have these guides, and there's an episode in season 1 about spirit guides and gate guardians, and I don't know if I touched on angels, but I will. Be grateful and take appropriate action on the information you receive from the lithium quartz. In the phantom, use this stone with respect, humility, and patience, and you can also use it on the third eye during meditation. Now, the limonite, which is what's around the stone because it is mined fresh and it's raw. And what limonite is, it's a generic kind of description for a variety of mixed oxides or hydroxides of iron. It is one of the minerals which precipitated the formation of red phantom quartz. It provides for the strength and virility of youth, enhancing the substance of character, and providing what is called an iron hat for protection against detrimental thoughts, impairment, clarity, and psychic attack. Limonite helps us to remove ourselves from the marsh of existence and to further gain aspirations of reaching towards the infinite powers of the mind. The energy of limonite digs deeply within the files of the inner self. It finds those desires that we wish to actualize, providing concurrently guidance with respect to ridding ourselves of limitations which have kept us from attainment thus far. It brings out the doldrums and enhances our spirit. Limonite assists us in the alteration towards stability and comfort and provides us the awareness that those two conditions are easily maintained and offers the attentiveness required to maintain these conditions. Limonite promotes accuracy in our intuitive processes, as well as the additional energy of don't hesitate. It vibrates to the number 7, and it's astrologically aligned with the sign of Virgo. Now, you heard me mention key crystals before, and I'll tell you what keys on a Lemurian, on a quartz, or on this lithium quartz means. Key crystals are recognized by an indent or opening on the crystal. The opening becomes narrower at times as it penetrates the stone and ends within the crystal, usually in an apex termination. The key is used to unlock or open quote-unquote doors to healing concepts or concepts that tend to be hidden or illusory. It can be used to obtain answers to questions. You can place the crystal on an object which contains information relevant to your query, and the key crystal will stimulate inner knowledge of the information that you seek. Now, bridge crystals. Bridge crystals are recognized by smaller crystals which penetrate and are locally and partially in and out of a larger crystal. It facilitates what's called a bridging between the inner and the outer worlds, between the self and others residing on earth, and between the self and other worlds. The bridge crystal aids us in expressing our experiences as we become more familiar with our true selves. Very beneficial when working with areas of spirituality, with advanced metaphysical areas, and while communicating this information with others. The bridge crystal is very beneficial to teachers, public speakers dealing in these areas. So if you have to give a speech, limonite is good for that. Now, I just want to talk about quartz real quick. Quartz is said to bring the energy of the stars into the soul. Natural quartz crystal is said to both harmonize and align human energies such as thoughts, consciousness, and emotions with the energies of the universe. and to make these greater energies available to humanity as a whole. The natural tendency of quartz is for harmony, and is recognized as a stone of power. It can dispel static electricity and provide conversion and redirection of the energy toward a beneficial state. It produces a naturally balanced energy field, as is a healer of negativity. It is the connection between the dimensions of the physical and the mind, and can be used to communicate with other minerals, plants, animals, and intelligent forces outside of our physical dimension. When all things were once thought to be conscious parts of a greater living consciousness, the quartz crystal was believed to synchronize the individual and consciousness with that of higher dimensions and advanced life forms. It can also be used to facilitate speaking with and receiving information from the spiritual and the masters, teachers, and healers of the higher realms. It is said that quartz can assist to create altered states of consciousness. It stimulates and amplifies the psychic abilities while providing clarity and calmness in all situations. It can be used to amplify body and thought energy, assisting in the creation of power for clarity in thinking and enabling thoughts to move more effectively and influence the matter. When worn or carried, it acts as a physical and mental energizer. It enhances and protects the aura, providing enhanced amplification of the body's energy field, and is attuned to the energy of the person of whom it is connected with. So basically what I just did now is I took this huge, beautiful, raw lithium quartz and I broke it down for everything that's in it. The lithium, the phantom, the keys, the bridges, and the quartz itself. If you are depressed, if you cannot sleep, if you're suffering from a trauma, whether it be something physical, emotional, or spiritual, or if you've lost someone, this is an amazing stone to work with. When I hold on to it, the smaller one, because the big one I use during meditations only, when I hold on to it, it immediately eases any tension and any worry I have in the pit of my stomach. We've all experienced that pit of dread, and I, for some reason, have it a lot because I'm empathic. So it's not my dread, it's someone else's. And in my case, if I don't figure out who the person is, I have to walk around with these types of emotions. The lithium quartz helps in so many ways. It just makes you feel like you don't have a worry in the world. And this has never happened with me with any other stone. So it's important. It's a great stone to use if you want an alternative to taking antidepressants. It's a natural and therapeutic healer. So I definitely suggest you try it out before you try any pharmaceuticals and see how it makes you feel. Or use it in conjunction with some part of pharmaceuticals that you may have to take. But definitely try one. They're not that expensive. I got a huge one, so it was, for this particular piece, which I will put up on the website. But Cam has a lot of these. So if you go to her store, Terrasolace, TerraSolace, on Etsy, or you can go to terrasolace.com and you can see what she has to offer. She always is getting in new and beautiful pieces, and definitely rare pieces, things you wouldn't normally have heard of, or that are a little bit on the harder side to get a hold of. So stay tuned, and I'll be right back with the tarot reading of the day. Hi, this is Jill Roberts from the show Psychic Today, and
I want to talk about Anchor. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. Number one, it's free. Number two, there's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Number three, Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and so many other different apps and platforms. You can make money from your podcast, and this is a biggie, with no minimum listenership. With so many other podcast creators out there that I've tried, I would only use Anchor. I mean, there's no fee. It's completely free, and everything is at your fingertips. It's everything you need to make in a podcast in one place. So now download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Again, that's Anchor, ANCHOR.FM, or download the Anchor app. And I can't wait to hear your podcast.
Hi, and welcome back to Psychic Today. I'm your host, Jill Roberts, and here is today's 3-card spread tarot reading. Now, for this particular spread, we are doing past, present, and future. Again, past up to 3 months ago, present now, and future up to 3 months from now. So the first, and I'm using the Tarot de la Nuit deck, which is amazing and has amazing imagery on it. And if you're new to tarot, the best thing you can do before reading the little booklet that comes with whatever deck that you decide to start with is to read the pictures, because then you're using your intuition as opposed to memorizing meanings of cards. I don't like to do tarot that way. I'm giving you the the meanings of the cards, but I also use my intuition, my clairsenses, which is like channeling or mediumship, whether it's my claircognizance or my clairvoyance or clairaudience or clairsentience. Those are my major clairs, and they come in when I do a reading like this, especially when I'm shuffling and picking the cards. So the first card for the past is 5 of Cups, and this card is titled, "And Then the Storm Came." I've lost it all. I thought it would be always sunny in my life, but then the storm came and broke everything down. My love is sailing away, and despite my efforts, I can't gain back what is gone. I fear the sun will never shine upon me again. Future holds nothing but a sad story for me, though if I'd listened to the waves, maybe I'd feel less bitter. Learn from your mistakes, leave the past behind, and focus on what is still yours and move on. That's what they seem to tell. I can grieve eternally on what I lost, or I can hope for a new beginning. The choice is mine, and the choice is yours too. What are you going to choose? Some keywords for the 5 of Cups is loss, sadness, regrets, self-pity, pessimism, and a lesson that needs to be learned. In the present, we have the Knight of Cups. And the name of this card is Love as a Compass. I am a knight of the heart. I am attractive because I know how to love myself as well as others. My quest is of love and romance. My heart is smarter than my head. That's why my emotions are the map I'm following to guide me through life. I'm always connected to my intuition, but I'm sending you an invitation to follow me. But if you wish to do so, you have to go by my rules. Don't just love, express your love. Don't just dream, manifest your dreams. Don't just hope, Fight for your passions. Imagine and feel, but also act. Commit to the world. Turn your ideas into something real with all of your heart. Let love in the largest sense possible. Be your strong and unique compass. Become a Knight of Hearts in your own turn. Some keywords for the Knight of Cups is following the heart instead of the head, quest for love, imagination, but also action. So today's reading seems to deal with our love lives. And in the future space, we have the Queen of Wands, which is titled, May the Sunflowers Dance. I bring light to this dark world. I make flowers grow. I make people dance. If you need warmth, inspiration, optimism, support, and encouragement, then you've come to the right place. I know that you have many ideas, many dreams. I want your ambition to shine. I want your power to show. I want your charisma to sparkle. Bathe yourself in my golden light, and confidence will be yours. I spread my vitality upon you. This is not a time to be shy or hesitant. You have to stand at the center of attention. The greatest star you have to be, the superhero you have to be. A dream is only interesting when it becomes real, so make it real. I stand behind you on this journey so that one day you too can make the world dance. Some keywords for the Queen of Wands is energy, courage, self-assurance, vitality, ambition, support, and charisma. So we have a lot of abundance here in the present and future parts of this spread. The past, we have heartbreak and loss and grieving. So what I want you to do, there was a full moon last night. So I want you to purge all negative thoughts, all negative energies by just saying the mantra to yourself, let go, let go, let go, let go. Mantras are a wonderful thing because it quiets down the mind chatter as well. You want to lift that grief or that loss from your body, from your chakras, from your light body, from your physical body, and your subtle bodies. And to do that, I would definitely take a few minutes to just either do it laying down or sitting comfortably with your eyes closed and just let go. Because you'll never move forward. You'll never have the abundance that you're seeking if you don't let go of the past. And it's not an easy thing to do. I'm not saying it's an easy thing, but if you just keep saying, let it go, actually let go, not let it go, let go. Let go of a person, a situation, something that's not of your highest good. And I want to end today's episode on the blessing of positive thoughts. Each time you notice a negative thought cross your mind, stop and consciously replace it with a positive one. Practice this until the pattern is broken. You will set yourself free. This is a blessing you give yourself. It will lead you to feeling deep peace and contentment. So, I hope that resonates with you. Again, whenever you're listening to this episode, know that the cards I pulled are meant for you at that particular time. It doesn't have to be Monday, March 9th. It could be, April 9th. It can be 6 months from now. It won't make a difference. It is relevant to you when you listen to this episode. Again, all of the pictures of the cards and of the lithium quartz will be on the audience website. Has a blog, so you can just go to psychictodayWithJillRoberts.com and scroll down to the bottom and you'll see blog and you'll see a little snapshot of this episode. So I'm sending you, again, all of my love and light. And may you have a wonderful day ahead.